Listen to me, I'm not playing. I'm here to shame you. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. I don't even want to go there. I'm here to shame you. And I'm here to shame you, not because I want to hurt your feelings, but I'm hoping to pull something out of you that's already in you, but you just haven't pulled it out yet. You gotta hear this. When you live in America, and please write this down. Now, if we want to debate, we can debate on the percentages. But let me just say that 75%, when you were born in America, 75% of the work has already been done when you're born in this country. I'm just being real. I don't know if you've been to a third world country. 75% of the work has already been done for you. So what do I mean by that? And I'm here to shame you. I'm gonna shame your 25%. Because when you're not making good money in America, it means one thing, that you're putting the onus on somebody else. That's all it means. If you're not wealthy in America, it just means you made it somebody else's responsibility for you to make money. That's all it means. Like, listen to me very closely. If you live in America and you're not wealthy, it just means you was relying on somebody else to do the work for you that you're supposed to do. So watch this, watch the numbers. So if you're in business, 50% of the work has already been done. You already have a product. I'm just being real. If you, like whatever company you work for, they gave you a product. And number two, they gave you the business model. So you come into an LLC, you come into an S Corp, you come into a nonprofit, you come into it. You ain't gotta do no paperwork. You don't need administration, you ain't paying no taxes. Listen to what I'm saying. You come into a business model. They already have the business model. The only thing you gotta do is make money. Listen to me. 50% of the work has already been done. Now, when I say 75%, that 25% means that the creator is already giving you a gift. Listen to me very good. You come into a world where when you do bit, like I'm here to speak, everything has been set up for ET. They sent my 50%, they got my flight, I got a hotel, like they got me in the green room, I got stuff. All I have to do is come on stage. I don't have to call you, I don't have to set up this arena, I don't have to do nothing but show up. 50% of the work has already been done. Another 25, God gave me out the womb a voice. Look to me very closely. A lot of people speak. God has blessed a lot of people that may speak. But I've been given a voice, like I'm not sure how they did it, but when I was created, they said, turn the tremble down and bring up the bass. I mean, I'm saying, I had nothing to do with that. I was born with this volume. I used to get in trouble in school because of this energy. Now I get paid for this energy. Listen to me, I was outside with a guy, I was like, yo, what you want me to talk about? He said, I don't care what you talk about. I just want to hear you off YouTube. He was like, yo, when I watch you on YouTube, I'll be ready to run through a wall. I just want to be in the presence, in the room. So watch this. 75% of the work has already been done. The real problem we have, the 25%, which is personal development, that's why we're not making no money. That's why we're not making no money. Because of the 25% you're supposed to do that you're not doing. And you look, you got 75% and then you're trying to dump your 25% on somebody. Just want to make sure I'm making sense before we go principled. I want to go practical. It's easy for me in America. If I lived in a third world country with this voice, I might still be doing something I don't want to do. I live in America. Somebody said, where you live? I was like, man, I had to stop. Like, that's a trick question. They was like, no, where you live? I was like, it depends. They was like, depend on what? The season. So in the summer and spring, I live in Michigan. In the winter, I live in San Diego. Man, you missed what I just said. I live in America. I'm one of the few places in the world where you can be bi-coastal. And I'm looking to buy a property in Houston because one of my artists told me the Wigway, he's in Houston and I need to be there more. So one more time, because I know I have some people like me, I got a GED first. I didn't graduate from high school. Listen to me, did y'all hear what I just said? I live in a country where you can fail academically and still make good money. So number one, we're gonna talk about, now I don't do money, I do wealth. Because I'm financially well off, but I've been married 31 years to my high school sweetheart. We've been together almost 35 years. I got 2 grown kids. You live in a country where I was homeless for 2.5 years. I was a high school dropout. I got my GED, went to college and got kicked out of college. And I'm still the #1 motivational speaker in the world. Only in America can you start at 25 and then up from 25 to 51, you can still be #1 in the world. So please write this one down. No excuses. Write this down. I'm not playing. Write this down. And for those of you who don't write, that's why you're not where you're supposed to be. You don't follow instructions. Follow instructions. Listen to what I just said. There's somebody in this room. I'm not going to be available next week, but I'm available today, and you're going to need this information. And I need you to take. Now, it doesn't mean you ain't 90% there. It don't mean you're not 80% there already. It don't mean you're not 100%. But I'm trying to explain to you where I am in the world. I'm still not where I want to be. And God strategically still is putting people in my life to help me to get to the next level because they have experiences I don't have. They have knowledge I don't have. They have influence I don't have. They got connects I don't have. They got impact I don't have. I have students that I know personally at Michigan State that went through school because of Bill Gates. I'm from Detroit. I'm from Chicago. I was like, yup, I got you, bro. I need to be a billionaire. I got it. I got it. Makes sense. Now, y'all think I'm playing. But I want you to hear something. I walked away from that room knowing I need to be a billionaire, not so I could buy stuff, so I could change the world. And I now have a scholarship that's 10% of a few million that we're making. And you know what's crazy? The person that's over my estate, she actually created a scholarship for kids. She put hundreds of thousands of dollars to the side for kids on academic probation like I was. Okay, y'all missed that. You missed that. When you're on academic probation and you want to come back to school, there is no scholarship for that. So she created a scholarship for kids who messed up, but then they turned their life around. Does that make sense? So watch this. The reason why I didn't want to be a billionaire is because I didn't want to bear the responsibility of being a billionaire. I'm gonna say it one more time. If you understand what I'm saying, raise your hand. If you don't, don't. But when I say to you, I loved only making right about $1 million, because there's a different level of responsibility when you make right at $1 million versus a billionaire. Do you understand what I mean now why I said I didn't want to bear responsibility? If that makes sense, raise your hand. Listen to me. Your 8-figure or 9-figure opportunity is a responsibility away.